Yes?
Yeah, right.
Great. Every drawing that is ever made, from Stone Age until this moment, is choice of a form among the thousands of available options. But my goal in drawing is removing all possibilities of the meaning. I needed to eliminate the possibility of creating meaning from the past of representation. This is why the act of covering the paper with graphite is actually the act of removing the meanings and possibility of making meaning in the representational sense. To open this context, I need to give a few short explanation about what drawing is. When I'm talking about drawing, I'm not talking about the holding more exhibition or biennales or founding in this sector. When I'm talking about drawing, I'm actually talking about the idea of the drawing that produce the thing that can happen only by drawing. Drawing is a form of the thought that is formed only thought by medium of the drawing, not the type of the drawing that is representational by drawing, by the type of the thought that thinks through drawing. For me, drawing beings with the elimination of the meanings. This need to eliminate the meaning because of two reasons. First, because I think all meanings are political. They are all polluted with politics. And creating any representative form means that the form immediately will be placed in the hierarchy of the meaning and position. This means that the representative form of the reproducing existing meanings, although the form can be new and but in the same old hierarchy. Secondly, by removing the meaning, I would like to lead the audience to the materiality of the work. By removing the meaning, I invite the audience to explore the work in different way and bring attention to the materiality of the work. This approach invites the audience to experience the capabilities of drawing instead of referring to stories. This brings me questions of how drawing is able to challenge the identity of its material and elements and present new form of itself. The topic announced for the seminar is how the artwork is suited with the museum. The museum has become a new platform for my work. The museum that we generally know as a selection of the historical object. Here is the museum of my work, that my work is surrounded by the historical object with the cultural and historical identity. This seems like the contrast, as my work is abstract object with no such a historical identity, without any representation of the outside world. The museum provides me a platform with a remarkable contrast. I have always been looking for visual contrast between my black drawing in the white boxes. And this platform introduced me a new kind of contrast that raises many questions. What is this black object? What does it have to do with this museum? Does it belong here? Does it add anything to the museum or contest to the identity of the museum as a place that defines the identity of the society? This exhibition is a very good example of thinking about these questions, especially since the jury wanted to challenge the boundary between the craft and fine arts. This exhibition is a good example for primacy of the matter over form in the art production. What produced thought is not just form, but substance. It's substance that prompts thought to explore. I believe that the matter takes precedence over the art, over form in art production, and each form is formed with the capability of the special material. Sorry, I had a little bit of stress, but thank you.